I'm Howard Ankin with Chicagoans You Should Know. I'm here with Robert Baum of Bedderman Lodging. Robbie, it's good to be here with you today.
Great to see you, Howard.
Typically, like when I think of a use hostel, it's kind of like something where I got a backpack and you're in a room with 20 people and a washroom down the hallway. Yeah. I don't think your hostels are like that anymore, are they?
Things have changed over the last 7 years in what we've been doing. Initially, we met some guys who ran hostels in the US, but who were booking travel from Europe. And they helped teach us the business, right? And it was a really fun situation, but we saw that things needed to progress and get a little bit better. What we've tried to do with every property that we've done is make them a little bit nicer.
One of the hallmarks, I guess, of the properties that you're building out are the design and the decor of your places. Isn't that true?
Yeah, it's so true.
Could you tell us a little bit about some? Like, for example, here we're in your Wrigleyville location, right off of Clark Street, 3 blocks away from Wrigley Field. Tell me about the design for this place.
So we wanted to have a baseball feel to it, but we didn't want to go over the top with baseball. It's so close to the baseball stadium, but we want to have a more refined look. So our thought here was, what would William Wrigley's office have looked like?
What are some of the unique designs that you have here?
So we partnered with Louisville Slugger, the bat company, and they, I think, sent us 1,000 bats. And we created this sculpture of bats that are just sort of hanging from the ceiling, like undulating, and it looks like they're shooting out of the wall. One of the other things too is we have a vintage scoreboard here. We bought a scoreboard way before we bought this building. It's a beautiful green scoreboard from a high school team.
So you really picked out some cool neighborhoods of Chicago to open up your hostels or your places for people to travel to visit. What other communities are you in besides Wrigleyville?
So our most recent one that we opened prior to this building it's called Fieldhouse Jones. It's at 312 West Chestnut. So it's right at the cusp of Old Town, Gold Coast, and River North, right? It's an area that hadn't been developed for a long time, and we bought a building that was in demolition court. It was an old Borden's Dairy depot. On one side, there's a huge sign that says like Borden's, but the other side, it was a pretty simplistic Chicago-looking building, but it looked just like a field house, right? You throw an awning on there and it looks like one of the field houses in town. So we renovated the place with that style in mind. And so we opened up a coffee shop in there. That's one that we actually run ourselves, and it's called Drop Shot Coffee. While we have a baseball bat installation here, there it was tennis rackets.
And the tennis rackets are even cooler than the baseball bats.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty awesome. And we work with this great artist named Christoph Gasparo, right? And we have over 400 vintage tennis rackets that sort of serpentine throughout the whole lobby.
Overlays stadium seating that you could sit and drink your coffee at.
Yeah, right. So one of the important things for us has been to salvage old pieces. But we bought bleacher wood from about 2 or 3 full gymnasiums, and we used it throughout the whole property. And so we did create like grandstand or bleacher seating in there, which has become really like one of the community. It sort of evokes what like field houses were.
And as far as travel, you're taking your show on the road now to other cities, isn't that true?
Yeah, so true.
Yeah, where's your next big project?
We're working on a new project right now in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, great city.
Yeah, East Nashville. And so we should be opening sometime in June. It's our biggest property yet. It's 93 rooms, a rooftop bar, a bar and restaurant on the first floor, as well as a massive antique operation there. We have a parking garage in the basement, so it's really our first foray into new construction.
If somebody wanted to come stay at one of your hostels or come check out one of the restaurants at the hostels or even just see the architecture, how would they find you to do that?
Yeah, find us online. The best place to first start off is staybedderman.com. Our company is called Bedderman Lodging, so STAYBEDDERMAN.com.
You're a guy who looks for the most special things in life. If somebody was looking for a personal injury or workers' compensation lawyer for an accident case, who would you refer them to?
I mean, it's obviously you, Howard. I mean, but it's the truth is I actually have, right? We have sent you people over time. You're the first person on my mind when those things come to be.
Yeah, Robbie, it has just been great talking to you here today. I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate the time that we had here together, and I encourage everybody to come check out one of your locations in any one of your neighborhoods.
Thanks a lot, Howard. I appreciate it.